Everyone talks about how to live longer, but no one tells you how to stay happy while doing it. We prepare for retirement. We save for healthcare, but emotional well-being? Often an afterthought. Here's the truth. Getting older doesn't make you unhappy, but losing purpose, connection, and identity? That does. So today, we're digging into real psychology. No cheesy, just stay positive advice. This is about practical, proven ways to protect your mental health and emotional joy, no matter your age. Because happiness isn't just a phase of youth. It's a skill, and you can learn it, especially as you get older. 1. You don't decline, you evolve. We've been sold a lie that getting older means getting worse. Worse body, worse brain, worse life. But researchers now show, while some physical systems slow down, emotional intelligence, empathy, and perspective increase. Older adults make better decisions in emotionally complex situations, experience fewer mood swings, prioritize what really matters, recover faster from stress. You don't fade. You refine. 2. Redefining happiness. Younger people often chase happiness in the form of intensity, excitement, novelty, ambition, passio. Older adults shift toward contentment, stability, meaning, connection, peace, and guess what? This type of happiness is more sustainable and protective against depression, anxiety, even inflammation. It's not a downgrade. It's a more evolved emotional fuel. 3. Your brain on purpose. One of the strongest predictors of well-being in aging populations is a simple question. Do you feel useful? Not productive in the economic sense. Useful to someone, something, a goal beyond the self. Purpose boosts dopamine and serotonin, immune function, sleep quality. Longevity, whether it's mentoring, creating, volunteering, or simply being a consistent presence in someone's life. Having purpose literally keeps your brain alive. 4. Aging and emotional mastery. With age comes a new emotional landscape, not because the world changes, but because you do. In a famous study called the socio-emotional selectivity theory, psychologist Laura Carstensen found that as people age, they become more selective about who they spend time with, more present focus, better at savoring small moments, less reactive to negative emotions. In short, they become emotional experts. And that's no accident. Older adults have had decades of emotional rehearsal. They've seen enough heartbreak, drama, and regret to know what's worth stressing about and what isn't. This doesn't mean you stop feeling. It means you stop drowning in feelings. You ride the waves. You don't fight the ocean. 5. Relationships. Quality over quantity. In youth, we often collect people, friends, followers, colleagues, romantic experiments. But aging teaches you this truth. It's not about how many people you know. It's about how deeply you know a few. Science backs this up. The Harvard study of adult development, running for over 80 years, has shown this. The clearest predictor of health and happiness at age 80 wasn't cholesterol or exercise. It was satisfying relationships. Even one close connection can lower stress hormones, protect against cognitive decline, improve cardiovascular health, buffer against loneliness, so don't worry if your circle is shrinking. Worry if your heart isn't in it. 6. The hidden power of rituals. Happiness isn't found in the big moments. It's found in the repeatable ones. Small, intentional rituals. Morning coffee in silence, a daily gratitude journal, a weekly phone call, a sunset walk, always from the same bench. Why do they matter? Because aging can bring unpredictability, health changes, financial shifts, losses of people and roles. Rituals are anchors. They say, this part of life is still mine. They give rhythm to time, and rhythm creates meaning. 7. The myth of slowing down. You've heard the phrase, "I'm just not as fast as I used to be." And sure, the body changes. Reflexes, stamina, recovery, they shift. But here's what psychology shows. Cognitive decline isn't guaranteed. And even when some areas, like processing speed, dip slightly, others actually improve. Vocabulary expands. Pattern recognition sharpens. Moral reasoning deepens. Decision-making becomes more balanced. This is called crystallized intelligence, the accumulated wisdom, knowledge, and experience that younger people can't Google. You may walk slower, but your thoughts, they run deeper. And that's a power too many people overlook. 8. Gratitude, not just a trend. You've seen it on mugs, Instagram posts, meditation apps. Be grateful. But here's the kicker. Gratitude isn't just feel-good fluff. It's one of the most scientifically proven tools to increase long-term happiness, especially as we age. Studies show regular gratitude practice can decrease symptoms of depression, improve sleep, boost optimism, reduce inflammation, even increase self-worth in older adults. And it doesn't require hours of journaling. Try this. Every evening, name 3 small things that made you smile. That's it. Your brain will start rewiring itself to notice the good. And the older you get, the more important that filter becomes. 9. Letting go of should have. As years pass, the should haves grow louder. I should have stayed in that relationship. I should have taken more risks. I should have been more patient with my kids. I should have said, "I love you," more. I should have taken care of my health earlier. But here's a powerful truth. Regret is only toxic when you get stuck in it. When used wisely, regret becomes a compass, a teacher, a spark for healing, a reminder of what matters now. Psychologist Daniel Pink calls this adaptive regret. It's the kind that says, "Yes, I wish I'd done it differently, and now I will." Even at 70, or 80, or 90, as long as you're breathing, you're still becoming. 10. Humor as mental armor. Let's be honest, aging brings absurd moments. You forget why you walked into a room. Your joints make noises when you stand. You sneeze and suddenly need a nap. But those who age well, they learn to laugh with life, not at it. Humor is more than entertainment. It's a coping mechanism that reduces stress, builds social bonds, and boosts immune function. Neurologically, laughter releases endorphins, natural mood boosters; oxytocin, the bonding hormone; cortisol reducers. Less stress equals longer life. In other words, your sense of humor might just outlive your joints. So yes, aging can be weird, but weird is better when it's funny. 11. Time is not running out. It's shifting. In youth, time feels endless. In old age, time feels precious. But that shift isn't negative. It's powerful. Studies show that when people become aware of limited time, they prioritize meaningful goals. They let go of shallow obligations. They invest more in emotional closeness. They seek depth over noise. This is called motivational selectivity, and it's why older adults often feel more fulfilled, even as options shrink. It's not about how much time you have left. It's how deeply you live it. 12. Curiosity keeps you young. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room, but if you stay curious, you'll always be the most alive. Learning new things, even tiny ones, builds new neural pathways, delays cognitive decline, sparks joy, increases dopamine. Take up gardening, learn a new language, try chess, ask questions you don't know the answer to. Every day your brain is challenged, it says, "I'm still in the game." Curiosity is youth rebranded. 13. Self-compassion over self-criticism. You've been hard on yourself. For things you said, for chances you missed, for not being the parent, partner, friend, or person you once hoped you'd be. But aging isn't a finish line, it's a mirror. And the most powerful thing you can do is look into that mirror and say, I'm doing the best I can with what I have right now. Self-compassion isn't weakness, it's mental hygiene. Studies from Kristen Neff and others show that people who practice self-compassion have less depression, bounce back faster from setbacks, experience greater life satisfaction, are more resilient during health challenges, so give yourself the same kindness you give others. It's not self-indulgence, it's emotional maintenance. 14. What happy older adults actually do. Let's get concrete. What do the happiest older adults actually do? According to research from Yale, Stanford, and the WHO, they move daily, even lightly. They talk to at least one friend or loved one every day. They volunteer or help others regularly. They sleep consistently, even if shorter hours. They keep a sense of humor and flexibility, and they accept imperfection in life and in themselves. It's not glamorous, but it works. 15. The WalterWise takeaway. So let's wrap it up. Aging isn't something that happens to you. It's something you can navigate with intent, not by denying reality, but by accepting it with clarity, courage, and a little curiosity. Happiness as you age isn't about clinging to the past. It's about living fully into the present, loving what you have, letting go of what you don't, and remembering you still have time. Time to laugh, time to learn, time to live smart,